Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're going to tackle a super fundamental part of Japanese, counting people. Now, it sounds simple, right? But trust me, there are a couple of little twists you absolutely need to know to sound like a natural. So let's just dive right in. So let's kick things off with a quick question for you. How would you actually say 3 people in Japanese? Go on, give it a thought. If you're not 100% sure, don't even worry about it. By the end of this, you'll have it down cold. Let's break it down. First things first, let's look at the basic rule. This is the one that's going to cover you in most situations, and it all boils down to just one little suffix you tack on to the end of a number. And here it is, nin. This little guy is what's called a counter. And, we actually use these in English all the time without even thinking about it, like saying 2 slices of pizza or a cup of coffee. Well, in Japanese, when you're talking about people, nin is your go-to counter. You just pop it right after the number. Just look at how logical this is for most numbers. It's so straightforward. To say 3 people, you take the number 3, san, and add nin. Bam, san-nin. 4 people, yon-yen. 5 people, gon-yen. See the pattern? From 3 all the way up, this simple rule is all you need. But you knew there was a but, right? Of course, there are exceptions. While that nin rule is awesome, there are 2 really common special cases that just decide to break the pattern completely. These are the 2 rebels you've just got to know by heart. And here, you can see that contrast, side by side. On the left, we've got our good old regular pattern. 3 plus the counter gives us san-nin. Simple. But then you look over on the right, and for 1 and 2 people, the logic just goes out the window. These are our irregulars. So here they are, the 2 words you absolutely have to memorize. For 1 person, it's hitori. For 2 people, it's futari. It is never ichi-nin or ni-nin. It's always hitori and futari. Just burn these 2 into your brain, and I promise you've overcome the biggest hurdle. Great. So now that we have the counters themselves, how do we actually put them into a full sentence? To say something useful. Well, luckily, there's a pretty simple formula for that, too. Okay, here's the blueprint. Think of it like a recipe. First, you say the location, and you mark it with the particle ni. Step 2, you say who you're counting, followed by the particle ga. Then, for step 3, you just plug in the number of people we just learned. And finally, you wrap it all up with the verb imasu, which basically means to exist, for people and animals. All right, enough theory. Let's see this blueprint in action. It's time to look at some real, practical examples that makes our sentence structure with the counters we've learned. Let's start with a nice, standard example. 教室に学生が3人います. Let's break it down using our blueprint. 教室 is the classroom. That's our place. 学生 means students. Those are the people we're counting. And there it is, our counter, 3人, for 3 people. And the translation is exactly what you'd expect. There are 3 students in the classroom. See? It all just clicks into place perfectly. Okay, now for one of our special cases. クラスに先生が1人います. So here, we're talking about 1 teacher, or sensei, in the class. We're counting just 1 person. So which counter do we need to grab? That's right, it's our special irregular form, hitori. So the sentence means there is 1 teacher in the class. This is exactly why remembering that special word is so important if you want to sound natural. And for our last example, let's hit our other special case. 家に子供が2人います. Here, 家 is the home, and 子供 means children, and the number we're counting is 2. So, naturally, we use our other irregular, 2人, and that gives us, there are 2 children at home. Seriously, once you lock in those 2 exceptions, this whole system becomes incredibly easy. So, let's just do a super quick recap. Honestly, this slide right here has the core of everything you need to know. For 1 person, it's hitori. For 2 people, it's futari. And for everyone else, 3 and up, you just add nin to the number. That's it. That's the whole game right there. All right, now it's your turn. Using everything we just went over, how would you say, there are 4 people in my family? Think about the number 4. Is it a special case, or does it follow that standard sonnin rule? Give it a shot. Thanks for watching.